So I'm going to probably start and stop it, because we're all going to be starting here. We're going to leave in about 3 or 4 minutes, and then when we start, I'll probably turn it off for a bit, on and off again, because otherwise it's just the same faces. Here we go. Woo! Rallying cry. Fortunately, it's on portrait. I couldn't get it to horizontal.
Realistic is meant to be women.
Because we've got a guy stuck right in front of the sign, which is lovely.
Where should I be? Right, so we're going to say
Where he is, push him out the way. Get him out the way. Do that?
Oh no, it's the right way around, isn't it?
Yes.
There
you go.
How do I record?
Is it actually already done? Well, I think you turn this around like that then.
Yeah, but then I can't.
I think it's upside down.
Yeah, but then I can't look it on my face because it looks there.
So you should have done this before you did it.
No, I thought
I thought it was the same model. Well, see, it's got red at the top there, so it looks to me like it's recording. What's on the other? What button's on the other side? Now let's replay and. Okay. No, I think you already. I think you had it recording. No, it's not. Oh.
time is up, tick-tock, 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 time is up. Slower, I'm going halfway. Sorry, just got to get my place. Right, okay, I'm here. Tick-tock, time is up, 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 tick-tock.
We're over excited.
It's never going to happen.
Tick-tock, time is up.
We've got over excited.
Come on, then. No chance. There we go, look at this. Beautiful stuff. Got all the women cleaning out. NHS obey the law! 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 Everyone
There's always one cock, isn't there?
Everyone knows their sex. 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 There are two sexes. There are two sexes. Trans women are men. Trans women are men. Trans women are men. Trans women are men. No men in women's prison. No men in women's prison.
Pretty good turn, huh? Turn left at Boudicca. Hello, how are you? Yes, I'll skip up those. I hadn't realised there was quite so many of us. We've had to stop our procession because the traffic does have to keep moving. As you can see, we held up quite a bit. So I'm just going to pause it now for the minute and rejoin it when we're on the embankment. Right, keep going and turn left at Boudicca. Left at Boudicca.
Where are we going, babe?
Left at Boudicca.
Yeah.
Don't go over the bridge. Keep straight ahead. Left at Boudicca. Left at Boudicca. Keep going. This way, and then left at Boudicca.
Esatto.
Keep going, and then left at Boudicca. Straight up there, and left at Boudicca. You'll see it.
Thank you. Are they stopping or we just have to run?
Sorry?
Are they stopping or we just have to run?
I'll just run up. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. They might be waiting. I don't know. They might not know that we're stuck. Right. Carry on up there and turn left at Boudicca.
Hello.
Oh, hello. She's here somewhere.
Nah. How's it going? So what's the plan? Marching to where?
Well, we're up there to the left at Boudicca,
Yeah.
along the embankment until one of the cuttings, and then I think back here.
Well, where are the
speeches
trees? Where are the other side? I think they're over there. I think
Oh,
we're
right.
heading to a conflict right there.
Oh, right.
That's what I was doing. I was walking down Whitehall just now, so a bit late. But and I could hear them going, "Fascists come off the train." I don't think we're going to get up the embankment. Isn't that where they're the Victoria Embankment? That's where they're meeting.
Is that what they're doing? Oh,
I think
right.
so. Or I think it's there. So I think we just let everyone into.
Well, this is the last lot, so we'll get them over there and then we'll join in.
Everyone together. There's been a gap. We should try and get.
Right, okay. Keep going and go left at Boudicca. Left at Boudicca. Left at Boudicca.
Right, I'll be up my
Left at Boudicca. There might be, the trees might be waiting for us up there. Right, that's it. Left and both. Oh, you know. Apparently the troons might be the troons might be there waiting for us.
They move.
Sorry?
They move.
I don't know. So come on, kick together.
Do.
Hello. Keeping up the rear, I see. So there might be an ambush up here, we're not sure.
So where are we going?
Up here and then left at Boudicca, that's the plan.
Left to where?
Boudicca?
Oh, see ya.
Yeah,
Is
see,
that you?
yeah, you can see her there. Yes, yeah.
Is that the end?
No, and then we're going to try and go across embankment, like a long embankment, and come back round, but might depend on the troons. Come on!
Right. So,
Double step!
Everyone hold hands.
To the left, yeah, to the left of Boudicca. Right, I don't know if it's just restarted again or it's a completely separate video, but anyway, so now we've got there's a big Ben up there. We've come across.
Tall guy Barbie.
I heard that. She's on my side. So if you got Big Ben now, we're all over here by Boudicca or Boudica, depending on how you call it. But there might well be the troons. Might be there waiting for us, we don't know. But, sorry. But we're on the north side of Westminster Bridge, just opposite Houses Commons. Oh, look at that. Boudicca and the eye. Oh, no, Shirley.
Are they chanting? I can hear them. Unless that's the drown.
I think they're trying. They just don't know how to be quiet. This is the last of us.
Is it?
Yep, I think that's the last of us.
Boudica, let's get pictures from Boudica. That's Megan Queen.
Yep.
And on the side it says, Regencies are never new, thy posterity shall sway.
Get you.
My favourite statue in London.
Actually, it
And
is
the way
good,
they
isn't it?
cover it up with this crappy tourist shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
no.
Yeah.
Just buy some fucking whatever.
Some tut.
I went to this meeting. I knew.
This is the end of it.
I got a situation where I got one for start.
Let's go and see if anything's happening. I'll get it on film. Just going to see if anything's happening so I can get it on the stream. As you can see, it's bedlam between tourists and us. Look at that wall of flags.
everything.
Cheers. That's a lovely sight. Sorry. Just trying to catch up. Look at you so casual there, then?
I'm looking for someone.
Oh, really?
Please.
So far, so good. Never compete without a dinosaur. Oh, there they are, with their lovely sirens. Yeah.
Just ignore them. Just ignore them. Just ignore them.
Trans women are men. 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 Trans women are men.
I can smell it from here. Residential property in my
Everyone knows their sex. Comply with the law.
Everyone knows their sex. Comply with the law.
Everyone knows their sex.
Yeah.
Comply with the law.
Everyone knows their sex.
I can hear them, but I can't see them.
Everyone trans women and men are best for going past.
It's clear and to the point.
Shout really loudly going up here.
You must stand by hospitals. You must stand by NHS.
Whatever's best answer for you. Duty over.
Right, so where are they? Where could they be? Oh, look. There they are. A great big line of police around them because they're dangerous. Just a fun. You can see the bewildered, the public thinking, what the heck? Here we go. They're going absolutely wild. Wild.
Should all be locked up in a flipping mental asylum.
They did. They're absolutely wrecking themselves. to know that they're all mad and dangerous. Not as dangerous as some of the other nutters, but certainly enough to make sure that there's enough police presence should they break out of their creche. Right, I'm just going to pause for a minute now, because we're just going to keep doing this for a bit now. And I want to save battery and stuff for the stitches. So I'm just going to put it on pause. Is it this one we're going down? I'm going to get across the room. Okay. Yellow line.
Excuse me. What do you think of this?
So rather friendly ones.
What on earth is going on? Yeah, wait till you get older and you have to deal with things like
Yeah.
this.
We thought it'd be all be done by now. Look, it's still here.
Give us back our NHS! West Streeting, do your job! West Streeting, do your job! Give us back our NHS!
You feel very inferior with all that lot there.
Yeah. Some of them you think, ooh, I like it. I'm just going to put it on pause again for a bit. Really? Could you get one with me, the police, and my bag? Sure. From the bag? Yeah. Can I get the Kelly? Can you out? Just for. Yeah. So I get. Yeah. It's the bag. Yeah. It's for Kelly. She can use it as. Thanks, Susan. Yeah, so
Shall I just send them to you?
yes, please, yeah. Because then I can forward them to Kelly. She could use them in her advertising if she wants. And the dinosaur, of course. It's a good turnout, isn't it? I didn't realise there were so many.
I just didn't want you to say something you
No,
might
exactly,
not want
yes.
ending up on Twitter.
Not the truth.
Oh, damn.
That's okay.
Of course, they were waiting.
I'll just put it on pause again there. Yeah, just so. I might get this so then you can see just how long it goes for. It's a pity it's in portrait, but I should have fannied around with it before I start filming. Never learned it. It sounds Let's just film the screen there. Gang back together again.
I don't think there's any point to this.
It's good to see the gang together again.
Yes.
The gang's together again.
That guy's so weird.
all the
good to see
bit. Yeah, isn't it good? So
It's surprised.
yeah, I'm really surprised because when we were actually in the square,
I thought
it
we
looked.
did.
Yeah, but actually, I was like, shit. I think it took 3 sets of lights before we all got through and stuff. Yeah.
Whoops. Passionate corners.
Yeah, took it
Not
out.
paint yet.
Yeah, I know. You haven't even got an excuse now, have you? Yeah.
How are you doing then?
Oh well, I broke my wrist the other week. Yeah, well, a couple of months ago, yeah. But it's the first time I've been out
What were you
without.
up to?
Well, I was in the front garden, wasn't I?
It's always the domestic things, isn't it?
I was just doing some love. I just done it, and I've got a passion flower, and it has these really big orange fruits, which is what I was sweeping up. And obviously, I wasn't paying attention. I just went full. And the thing is, I'm not far from the ground, so you wouldn't think.
Yeah.
But I think I may have, because I had the broom in my hand, and I think I went up and down. Anyway, whatever it was.
And you got them to check your bone density.
I'm going to get to that soon. Yeah. There seems to be some sailors.
Applauding us.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a whole lot of them.
You never quite know what the course is. Either they're going to get it or they're all tuning out.
Exactly, yeah.
There's a mixed
It's their dance.
population. I know. Bit of a mixed population there.
Yes. I wonder if we're going to go and circle around the women's. Oh, maybe this is what we're doing the speeches. I better scurry ahead and see. Yeah. Sorry. I know. It's a good one. We were there last year. Actually. So here's one for Iris, who a year ago defied the barriers and ran up there and put flowers. So like her. Something to do with sailors, obviously. I'm not quite sure what, but they're clapping us and we're clapping them, so it all seems quite good-natured.
Actually, kind of line. The speakers are going here.
Oh, all right.
So people need to stay over there.
Good luck. Right, I'm just going to do a bit of stewarding. Yeah, apparently we're trying to keep everyone.
Any directions, Mary?
Yeah, try and keep them sort of against the fence as much as we can. Yeah. If we can just ask you just to get back as far as you can, because otherwise, yeah. Thank you. And you just so we don't so we don't block the pedestrians. Otherwise, we'll soil our copybook. So we just get back a wee bit. Back, yes. Back a wee bit. Back a wee bit so that the public can still get through. Excuse me. Sorry, can you get back there so the public can still get through? Otherwise, the police will have a go at us. Sorry. If you can get back a little bit. Get back a little bit.
Oi, Tom!
Yes, get back there so the public can get through. And Paula, do you want to get through to the front?
Yeah, well, I can't get over the wall.
No,
so.
but I'll show you. Go follow me.
Yeah. There's another lady.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Mary.
You're a treasure. Yeah. Right, so just keep going straight ahead. Straight ahead, well, right to the front.
Oh, I got you, yeah. I was confused.
So the speakers are going to be behind here somewhere.
I need to go that way.
Well, yeah, probably here's okay. They're going to be there somewhere, so they might move you again. But I'm not sure.
Actually, so
it's going to be there. They'll probably move you again. But the one in the red, she's the main woman, so she'll probably reposition you. I think so. No, Andy's in the yellow thing. No, the one in the red is one of the organisers. She might shimmy you around. Yeah.
I'm used to being
Yes. Hello. Oh, fancy wrist. Coming on really nice. It's still stiff.
Yeah.
But at least it's.
Yeah.
I'm sort of using it. Yeah, slowly getting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I've got to go and be mother for the minute. So.
Go and do.
Yeah. Right, can we ask you just to get a bit closer, because otherwise the police will have a go at us. We got to get.
stewarding or just pretending.
No, I'm stewarding. I'm moving them to get out of the way.
Yeah,
So-
all stewards are meeting over there so
All
that
right.
we know, and then we'll get them out.
All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
I've already
first.
done. Look at them. They're all in there.
If you see any other stewards, grab them.
Okay. Can you try and keep away over there so the public have got somewhere to go through? So otherwise the police will take. Thank you. Before she gets me. Yeah.
Do you know where we are?
What? It's called Whitehall.
Oh, Whitehall.
Yeah. Downing Street. 10 Downing Street.
Oh, that's Anderson. Okay, really hard.
The Women's War Memorial, best thing of all, right?
Somebody tried to find it. I haven't. Yeah.
Well, I tell you, the Women's War Memorial is probably the easiest way. If you can try and keep the path sort of free for the public.
They're going through this way, not here.
Yeah.
There.
But I've just been told to do it.
Oh, really?
Otherwise, the police get a bit.
When I go with UKIP or with
Boudicca.
whatever any van, they go this side.
Right. Well, we'll find out. See. Yeah.
While you're doing it, can you just do your usual, keep an eye out for tunes, because one has been arrested trying to do the gate.
Oh, right.
So they've got police there.
Yeah.
Police in that gate, that's the police.
Yeah.
Just see if they come.
Yeah. So
I guess they're doing the speech. She's over there now.
Yes, so, yeah.
It's weird because it seems like a couple. I guess maybe they were not fix it. I don't know.
See if I can shimmy in there.
Oh, I want to take my coat off.
How many layers have we got on there?
I had a thermal top on underneath it that I had to take off when I got off the train.
Let's see if I can get on the back. Right, so it looks like they moved it over there a bit, but I'm sorry. So I'm just going to shimmy past you, honey.
Time is up! your job. West Streeting, do your job. Have we got any more offers on politicians? Tick-tock, time is up! Tick-tock, time is up! Bridget Phillipson, do your job! Bridget Phillipson, do your job! Tick-tock, time is up! Tick-tock, time is up! Bridget Phillipson, do your job! Bridget Phillipson, do your job! Somebody get me all the government ministers on Tick-tock, time is up! Tick-tock, time is up! The law is clear now! The law is clear now! Tick-tock, time is up! Tick-tock, time is up! The law is clear now! The law is clear now! Tick-tock, time is up! Tick-tock, time is up! Keir Starmer, do your job! Keir Starmer, do your job! Tick-tock, time is up! Tick-tock, time is up! David Lammy, do your job! David Lammy, do your job! Tick-tock, time is up! Tick-tock, time is up! Yvonne Cooper, do your job! Yvonne Cooper, do your job! Tick-tock, time is up! Tick-tock, time is up! Richard Phillipson! Richard Phillipson, do your job! Richard Phillipson, do your job! I've got a special for you. I've got you a special from Brian Pavilion. Tick-tock, time is up. Tick-tock, time is up. Sean Berry, do your job. Sean Berry, do your job. Sean Berry, stop it.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to say from the organisers of this march, thank you so much for everybody coming. We're going to start our main talk with a little bit of things from our...
That black flag.
If any of the speakers can make their way over here right now, that would be brilliant. If you are stood right in front of the speaker, can you please step back? We want a space right in front of the speaker.
Right, speech time, folks! Come on, get organised! You're going to be spoken to by important women! Get yourself organised!
Hello! I'm holding this and my tights are falling down.
Oh, God. Oh, I
Seriously, they're rolling down.
I know the feeling. I know it well.
I think I need to pass this on now. If you're not a speaker, can you keep behind this line?
If you're not a speaker, keep behind us.
Why aren't the stewards doing this? Why
Yeah,
am
well,
I
I am.
doing
I don't know. I'm here. She's here.
I think that she needs.
Sorry?
What, through to there?
I don't know, where is she?
No, if you find her one of the stewards, 10 green bottles.
As long as you're behind this line, it's fine.
Fighting for
I don't want to be in the way of the cameras.
1 week later, fighting for our rights, and we win justice, we won't give up the fight. We'll be 1 month later, fighting for our rights. 1 month later, fighting for our rights. 1 month later, fighting for our rights, and if we don't get justice, we won't give up the fight. We'll be 2 months later, fighting for our rights. 2 months later, fighting for our rights. 2 months later, fighting for our rights. And if we don't get justice, we won't give up the fight. We'll be 3 months later, fighting for our rights. 3 months later, fighting for our rights. 3 months later, fighting for our rights. And if we don't get justice, we won't give up the fight. We'll be 4 months later, fighting for our rights. 4 months later, fighting for our rights. 4 months later, fighting for our rights. And if we don't get justice, we won't give up the fight. We'll be 5 months later, fighting for our rights. 5 months later, fighting for our rights. 5 months later, fighting for our rights. And if we don't get justice, we won't give up the fight. We'll be 6 months later, fighting for our rights. 6 months later, fighting for our rights. 6 months later, fighting for our rights. And if we don't get justice, we won't give up the fight. We'll be 199 days later, fighting for our rights. 199 days later, fighting for our rights. 199 days later, fighting for our rights. And until we get justice, we'll stand right here and fight. 199 days later, fighting for our rights.
Well done, everybody.
That's great.
Julie Long.
Oh, of course.
The tune of this old man as well.
Don't actually know what that was about, but I think it was some young women supporting it.
You don't want anyone to
Hello. Hello, London. Always happy to be back. Hi, thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I can't believe how many people are here. This is absolutely brilliant. Isn't this amazing what a group of angry women can organise? It truly is a national event because we also have women gathering in Cardiff and Edinburgh. I wish I could point to the live screen here if we had masses of funding and we could do a live link up, but just look on here, just look on Twitter. I'd like to big thank you to all of the organisers. And could we also have a massive round of applause for the stewards, keeping us all in line and getting us here safe. So just this week, the government announced by the Times that they need to do a regulatory impact assessment before they can impact. Exactly. It turns out that we seem to understand the law better than they do, because that is only relevant for new laws. That law has been in existence for X amount of time. Sorry, I don't know the date.
15 years. 15 years!
15 years, thank you. Sorry, I haven't. What are they waiting for? This is all just to kick it down the road, isn't it?
Yeah.
Our first speaker today is Tara. Tara was an organiser of the action on the 1st of November last year at the German Embassy in London for a global day of action against the German self-ID law. She will now give us an update on how this dreadful law is hurting women and children and society as a whole. Please welcome Tara.
Mike.
Hello. Oh my God, I can't believe there's so many of you. It's amazing. You're all brilliant. So, like Lindsay was saying, 1 year ago today, hundreds of us gathered in London outside the German embassy to protest and stand with the women in Germany as their disgusting self-ID law came into law. It's a cruel and dreadful law, one in which parents can change the sex marker of their children from birth. Today, 1 year on, there are many, many protests all across Germany. And I have a message from Rona Dua from Was ist eine Frau to give to us. As we stood for and with our German sisters last year, our message to the UK was it's not too late for us. Now, a year on, that message is more important than ever with what's going on with politics and the ignoring of the Supreme Court. So here's a message from Rona. A warning from Germany. Since November 1st, 2024, Germany has had a self-ID law called Selbstbestimmungsgesetz. Anyone can now change their legal sex by simply declaring it at the registry office. No diagnosis, no waiting periods, no safeguards. The government promised self-determination, but what we're seeing is the steady erosion of women's rights, child protection and parental authority. In Berlin alone, over 2,400 people have changed their legal sex within just 1 year, including a child under 5. Let me share 3 real cases that show what this law means in practice. Number 1, a convicted far-right extremist now identifies as a woman and is demanding to be placed in the women's prison. Under current law, authorities can hardly say no. Secondly, Doris Langer, a gym owner, has run a woman-only fitness studio for only 30 years. She is now being sued for denying entry to a male person who identifies as a woman. And finally, a family is at risk of losing custody of their teenage son after expressing concerns about his desires to transition. They're now fighting in court just to stay involved in his life. These are not isolated incidents. This is the real-world result of a law that claims to help the few while putting many, many more at risk. And our government seems not interested in solving these problems as soon as possible. That's why I'm sending you this speech, to warn you. In the UK, you've fought hard to secure sex-based rights. Your Supreme Court backed you, but now many of you feel the pressure growing. Implementation is weak. Institutions are bending. This is exactly how it started in Germany. So I urge you, do not compromise. Do not be silenced. Do not wait until it's too late. Look at Germany and choose a different path. Women's spaces belong to women. Children need protection, not ideology. Parents must be free to care for their children without fear of losing them. You still have a choice. Use it. Thank you.
Next up, we have Stephaine. She's the founder and director of Transgender Trend. She's here to talk about child safeguarding.
Okay, everybody knows what sex means. The Equality Act protects women on the basis of sex, on the basis of being the female sex. It also protects men on the basis of being the male sex. Once you let members of the male sex into the female sex category, that law is unworkable. It used to work until Stonewall law crept in under the radar in around 2015. In that time, women have lost rights and protections guaranteed to us by the Equality Act. It is time women got back those rights. But I'm not going to talk about women, I'm going to talk about girls, because we forget that this law also protects minor girls, adolescent girls, autistic girls, disabled girls, girls from all walks of life who need those protections in society. It is a shame on the UK that for 10 years we have not safeguarded vulnerable girls. Some situations where any situation where a service provider is providing a service for mixed adults and children. Let's think of some. Council providing car park toilets or beachfront toilets. The cinema providing toilets. The swimming pool providing toilets and changing rooms. The gym. The shopping centre providing toilets. All of these toilets and changing rooms are mixed adults and children. That means that we have allowed for 10 years adult men with penises to go into toilets used by 12-year-old girls, teenage girls, autistic girls, learning disabled girls, physically disabled girls, and we have put all those girls at risk. If you are a service provider, you do not just have an Equality Act duty to separate your facilities by sex, you also have a safeguarding duty to protect girls.
Next up, we have Jennifer Gawley from Protect and Teach, who will speak about why schools have abandoned safeguarding of children to protect men who think putting on a dress makes them a woman. Please welcome Jennifer.
Just before you get started, I'm just going to raise the speaker a little higher.
just making the speaker a little bit higher.
Okay,
Very soon.
I'm Jennifer and I'm with a group called Protect and Teach. We're not a group who are concerned about the number of male teachers in our schools who are claiming to be women. It's 119. I've never been this well looked after for a long time. Anyway, it's 199 days since the Supreme Court clarified that in the Equality Act, woman means biological woman only. Men are not included. Why then, when a male teacher appears in a school in a dress, are schools still insistent children refer to him as Miss? We know that prior to the 16th of April 2025, schools were badly advised about the legality of allowing male teachers and boys to claim they were female. But that lack of clarity no longer exists. It hasn't existed for 199 days.
Yeah.
When a man puts on the dress and claims he is a woman, his sex hasn't changed. The question is, does a male teacher pretend he is now a woman harm anybody? Yes! It tells the children, both boys and girls, that being a woman is nothing but a feeling. That being a female is not a biological reality. A male teacher claiming to be a woman tells girls they have no rights to any boundaries. If an adult male can claim to be a woman, a boy can claim to be a girl. It leaves girls with no right to privacy from the male gaze, no right to dignity or safety. Telling children that when a male teacher puts on a dress, they should refer to him as Miss, not Sir, is demanding children validate the teacher's immersive role play. One such male teacher is open about his desire to wear female clothing is because he is sexually aroused by the thought of himself as female. This is a sexual fetish or paraphilia. To introduce an adult with any form of visible form of sexual fetish or paraphilia into a school is not a benign act with regard to the safeguarding of children. Why are schools putting the feelings of an adult male above the welfare of the children? Expecting children to validate adults is a form of emotional abuse. Schools have a statutory duty to create an environment where pupils feel safe to speak. Telling children they will be punished for speaking the truth, i.e. that hulking great man there is a man, silences children. It erodes their trust in adults. It teaches them that authority trumps truth. It is not putting the welfare of the children first.
No.
The statutory guidance for schools is keeping children safe in education. Teachers, school leaders and school governors are supposed to read this each year and abide by it. Why are they ignoring it? Schools are choosing the validation of adult males over the safety and well-being of children, especially girls. They are deliberately creating a special caste of teachers who cannot be questioned. Schools have had 199 days to bring back common sense and safeguarding. Why are they dragging their feet?
your job. Bridget Phillipson, do your job.
Do your job.
I'll get on my knees for the ladies.
Here we go. Next up is Dr. Alice. She's a GP in Cambridge working in urgent care. She's a founding member of Biology and Medicine that campaigns to reduce harms to trans-identifying people.
Hello everyone, as you hear, my name's Alice. Hello. So, as you've just heard, I see patients in urgent care, and I see trans people and I see detrans people, and it breaks my heart to see the harms to these people that's been done by my profession. It's absolutely shameful that the NHS is doing this to people. And it's not just the NHS, it's private providers as well. We must stop this. I'm angry at my profession, and I'm dismayed that this is happening. We have the Supreme Court judgment. Men cannot be women. Women cannot be men. And what people who are trans-identifying don't seem to understand is that actually they won't be accepted for their adopted gender. They remain the sex that they were born.
Yeah.
Given the Supreme Court judgment that you are the sex you were born for the provisions of the Equality Act, then that means that both in law and in biology, you remain your sex. And we should not be lying to people that this could be any different. The Supreme Court judgment should have stopped this happening. There are so many abusive things that are happening to people. And as from Biology and Medicine, we are calling out the NHS, the medical establishments, because transition is a lie. We are lying to people.
Yes.
The Supreme Court judgment proves that there is no meaningful legal change of sex, and biologically, you cannot change sex. It is a lie, and it must stop.
Oh. Next up, we have Judith. She's a women's rights campaigner who will tell it. No. I'll start again. Next up is Judith. She's a women's rights campaigner who will tell us about the situation with prisons.
Okay, so the government is still defying the law by keeping women locked up with men. There are 12 prisons that accommodate women who have been convicted in England or Wales. We don't know how many men are in these prisons or where they all are. We do know that these men include Lauren Jessica. Lauren Jessica. Real name Michael Jameson. Convicted of attempted murder. We believe that he is in Aston Grange now.
Sally Dixon. Real name John Dixon. Convicted of sexually abusing children. He is in Bronzefield Prison. Zoe Watts. Real name Kyle Watts. Former police community support officer, no less. Is in Downview Prison. He was jailed for arms offences. He is held in E-Wing, which houses men who say they are women. Members of the Labour government, including the current prisons minister, James Timpson, have repeatedly claimed falsely that E-Wing is not part of the general women's estate. They are wrong. Liars! This is a wing which is in Downview Women's Prison. It is not a separate prison. Men in this wing are allowed to mix with the women prisoners. So we must not be fooled into thinking that this is an acceptable model. Any women's prison which houses even one man is a mixed sex facility.
Yes.
Prisons clearly need to be single sex. All these men need to be moved into the male estate as a matter of urgency.
Yes.
And kept there.
Yes.
This is an absolute no-brainer, you would think. But Justice Secretary David Lammy doesn't get it. When asked if he accepted the Supreme Court ruling, he replied that he strongly believed that trans people's safety and well-being must be protected. So this is clearly a smack in the face for women. But hardly surprising coming from a bloke who thinks that women like us are hoarding our rights. And who thinks a man can grow a cervix. David Lammy's main concern is protecting the rights of men who impersonate women. Men who include rapists like Karen White, real name Stephen Wood, who sexually assaulted women who were imprisoned with him. This is why the law, as clarified by the Supreme Court, is so important for women prisoners. These women are in an incredibly vulnerable position. They could easily be forgotten and are subject to the whim of government ministers. Please write to your MP to express your concerns and follow our campaign on X and on YouTube at NoMinW Prisons. And follow the hashtag No Men in Women's Prisons. Just to finish, the dangers of placing male prisoners with women was acknowledged in British law in 1823.
Yes.
So why people are hell-bent on dragging the rights of women prisoners back 200 years is quite frankly terrifying.
Thank you, Elizabeth Fry! Who was as right 200 years ago as she is today. And the MOJ statistics prove it beyond any shadow of doubt.
Last week, I had the pleasure of meeting the Darlington nurses. I was outside supporting them on their court case, and also Sandy Peggy was there as well. brave women hung out to dry by their unions.
Yeah.
We should not have to be taking the government to court. They should just follow the law. The law is clear. The law is the law. Sorry. Next up, we have Terasa Steele. Terasa is known for having her operation cancelled for a lack of shared beliefs. She's also a long-standing campaigner for same-sex wards and same-sex care in the NHS.
It's such an honour to be invited to speak here today. Thank you. I'm here today to talk about the collapse of sex-based boundaries in the NHS. Successive governments have turned a blind eye while NHS subversives have systematically dismantled essential single-sex spaces and care. This policy corruption has spread like a contagion across NHS trusts nationwide. The NHS is an unsafe environment for women and girls. Over a 4-year period, between 2019 and 2022, there were over 6,500 sexual assaults and rapes on NHS premises. We know that 98% of sexual offences are committed by men, and most victims are women. Yet even now, following the Supreme Court ruling, this government refuses to do its job to ensure that the NHS operates within the law. And to West Streeting, I say, under the Equality Act 2010 and the CQC Fundamental Standards of Care, that is, the standards beneath which care must never fall, 1. Women are fully entitled to expect that women-only wards contain only women. The Annex B policy that facilitates no questions asked access to predatory men into our wards is unlawful.
Yes.
2. Women should not be coerced to accept same-sex intimate care from female impersonators.
Yes.
We do not consent. Classification of sex by NHS staff and registration of wrong sex markers must end.
Yes.
Neither should women staff be forced to share their single-sex changing rooms with men. And to NHS Fife and Darlington, a plague on both of your houses. And to Bridget Phillipson, none of these dangerous and discriminatory measures could have passed a properly conducted equality impact assessment in the first place. They should be revoked now.
Yes.
Why should we have to relitigate the same issues across different NHS trusts simply because the government refuses to enforce the law as affirmed by the Supreme Court? It is possible to reinstate lawful policy quickly. After my operation was cancelled by HCA, one of the largest private healthcare providers, for a lack of shared beliefs, there was a public outcry. And within a year, gender ideology was expunged from all HCA policies. And protocols and all of their systems were revamped. HCA has some large NHS contracts. So, to the legions of toughs who place pressure on HCA, thank you, every single one of you. Especially the Anons. You're the best. Truly, this was a shared victory. aim must be for the NHS to follow suit and to follow the law. Public opinion is on our side because people now realise that they or any one of their female friends or relatives can be placed at risk by these unlawful policies. We will continue to fight on all fronts. We are not going away. And like the Supreme Court judgment, we shall prevail.
Our next speaker is Reeve, who's going to talk about the impact of the Supreme Court judgment on one particular lesbian group. Please welcome Rose.
When he announced the Supreme Court judgment, Lord Hodge referred to a submission made by the lesbian interveners. They were Scottish lesbians, the Lesbian Project and LGB Alliance, and we send them our thanks for their submission. Lord Hodge said their evidence portrayed, and I'll quote, a chilling effect on lesbians who are no longer using lesbian-only spaces because of the presence of trans women. I want to tell you about a lesbian group that is experiencing that chilling effect right now. The group is called Older and Wilder, and it's a social group for older lesbians in Bradford, West Yorkshire. I'm not a member of the group, but they've asked me to speak about their situation. As I understand it, Older and Wilder started in 2007 and since then has been meeting at a centre run by a local LGBT organisation called the Equity Partnership. However, at some point, the Equity Partnership changed its constitution to become trans inclusive. And it told Older and Wilder that all the groups that met there also had to become trans inclusive. This was delivered as an ultimatum. They were told, this is the law, you have to do this. So faced with losing the group entirely, the majority voted to stay. But having to become trans inclusive had a significant effect on the group. Some women left immediately and others left over the years. Some other women felt uncomfortable, but they stayed because they valued being in the group. On the 16th of April this year, everything changed. The group now realised that they were perfectly entitled to be a female-born lesbian group, and they wrote to the Equity Partnership saying that henceforth this was what they wanted to be. So the Equity Partnership, displaying its woeful ignorance of the law, pushed back, saying, amongst other things, the legal situation since the Supreme Court judgment isn't clear. Where have we heard that before? Okay, the EHRC guidance is subject to legal challenge. Trans women are women, they are our sisters, and they have a rightful place in female spaces. Older and Wilder was never a single-sex group in the first place, because in the UK, community spaces are single-gender, not single-sex. The Equity Partnership will not exclude trans members from any of its groups because of its legal responsibilities under the Equality Act 2010. And finally, it said, if you don't like it, you're free to go elsewhere.
But the Equity Partnership made two big mistakes. First, they put all this legal gobbledygook down in writing, so there's a record. And second, they underestimated the power of lesbians when they are roused to action. Now, this is all very recent, so there isn't an end to the story yet. The group is currently working on how they're going to fight back against this lesbophobic law-breaking. But in the meanwhile, these lesbians are living up to their name. They are older, they are definitely wilder, and they need the Supreme Court judgment implementing now.
Next up, we have Alison Jeener. She's here to talk about the situation with the Women's Institute.
Rose talked about the impact on one small association. I'm going to focus on one big association in particular, which could have tried to attract more young lesbians and other diverse groups, the Women's Institute. The WI was founded in 1915 in UK, having come from Canada. The whole point of the WI is for women to learn new skills from women just like themselves and help each other to work together for the public good. The WI was the largest women's movement, with members totaling over 446,000 in 1953. Now, membership is around 205,000. Seeking for growth, the National Federation of the WI tried to appeal to younger, more diverse groups. It would have been great to use our women-only membership as a draw for groups where single-sex meetings were a plus. Women from ethnically diverse neighbourhoods could have shared their skills and ours, their traditions and ours, but no annual reports provide detailed demographics for ethnic diversity. Instead, the national leadership workshopped ideas to gain new members and focused on, you've guessed it, special men.
Yeah.
Informally, the NFWI says that trans-identifying males have been joining the WI since the 1970s. But we haven't seen any evidence. If anybody knows of any trans-identifying males who've been in the WI since 1970, please let me know. They don't publish any figures, so the total is as likely to be a few dozen as to be in the low hundreds, not more. The Women's Institute has always been a women-only organisation. No men were allowed to join. The Constitution explicitly limits membership to women who've reached the age of majority, with no provision for self-identification or gender-based inclusion. In 2021, I was sent the new EDI policy. You know what's next, don't you? 9 pages of badly digested and regurgitated misunderstanding of the Equality Act and protected characteristics. It mentioned them all. It mentioned sex, but only in the list of PCs which included gender reassignment. All it said about sex was, quote, sex, though the Women's Institute lawfully restricts membership to women only. That's it. That's it. There was a paragraph for every other PC and over a page about transgender and non-binary members. An NB who was assigned female at birth, but who identifies as non-binary, is able to join because they fall within our women-only exemption. I think that's misgendering.
The policy explicitly welcomes transgender women, that is, self-identified, trans-identifying males, to join and participate in WIs in the same way as any other woman. The would-be member doesn't have to have had surgery or medical intervention, and it is not necessary or acceptable to ask for a gender recognition certificate. So it's totally by self-ID, which isn't the law.
Yeah.
This EDI policy is incompatible with the WI's constitution, its charitable purposes, and the binding legal ruling set by the Supreme Court in the For Women Scotland appeal. NFWI's charitable purposes are predicated on advancing the interests of biological women, which cannot be fulfilled by including males. The WI's objects are to advance the education of women and girls in areas such as politics, culture, health, sustainable development and citizenship, all for the public benefit. Admitting males dilutes these charitable purposes by shifting resources and focus away from biological women's unique needs. WI activities may involve women-only spaces for discussions on reproductive health, menopause, or sex-based violence, issues tied to female biology. Including males, even those identifying as women, introduces risks to privacy, safety, and open dialogue. This muddled policy has led to incoherence and unlawful discrimination against other males, all other males, who might like to join and learn some useful cooking skills. Against trans-identifying females, who, it's unlikely to suggest, might want to join, but they can't, because they're not living as a woman. Unlikely, but some do want to get pregnant and have a baby, so who knows? Discrimination against women from ethnic groups who might have wanted to join but won't now, because it's not now a women-only WI. And against women like me, who are sex realists and feel they can't join a once single-sex WI. Our protected beliefs are not protected by the WI. Members have already given their opinion through the Women's Institute Declaration. Sarah's here. Thousands signed to say that their policy is damaging its reputation and illegitimate for women-specific campaigning. To resolve this, the WI should immediately suspend the admission of trans-identifying males, revise its EDI policy to define women as biological females in line with For Women Scotland, and consult members on the timing of the implementation. The WI must comply. The WI must comply.
Next up, we have Venice Allen, agitator, organiser, talking about the Hampstead Women's Ponds. Please welcome Venice.
I'm going to go right up. Hello! Try not to fall off. 199 days since the Supreme Court ruled what a woman is. What we always knew a woman was an adult human female. 100 years since women got our own swimming pond on Hampstead Heath. And as it used to say on the gate, it's women only. No men, no boys, no babies beyond this point.
Yay!
But wherever there is a sign where it says women only, we know there will be men crying and lying,
to be let in. And there is no more iconic or historic women's space than the Kenwood Ladies Pond, and that's why they want it so much. Yeah. There are 3 ponds, but these men who say they're women don't want to go to the mixed pond, despite it being perfectly nice and safe, because this has got nothing to do with their safety. It's a takeover of women's space, of our language, our safety, our privacy, our dignity, and our joy. Every single thing that women have built for ourselves, they want to destroy. The cranks at the corporation of the City of London insist that women must include men in our toilets, in our changing rooms, in our meadows, and in our ponds. Their sham consultation is a joke. We're not gonna let them get away with it. Sex Matters is taking them going to court, and they will win. Yes. The law is clear. Where it says women only, men must not be allowed in. The clowns in the Labour government are delaying the HRC guidance for up to a year. So it's too complicated, when in fact it's crystal clear. Men are not women, and where it says women only, men are not welcome here. Women means female only, and as our sisters in Scotland are saying right now, women won't weesh. I don't know how to say weesh in Welsh, but I know that women across Britain are coming out today because we won't shut up. We'll keep on speaking and meeting and marching again and again until every single women's space and service in this beautiful country is rid of men. Woo!
Next up, we have Kath Dyson, women's rights campaigner, here to talk about the captured councils.
Hi, can you hear me? Yeah. Well, thanks very much for inviting me to speak, the organisers, and it's a hard act to follow following Venice, but I'll do my best. I'm here to talk about our local authorities. These organisations are responsible for the delivery of vital services to residents, important services that directly impact women and girls, such as children's services, education, leisure services, provision of rape and domestic violence services, and accommodation for vulnerable homeless women. We already know several councils have a formal statement that say trans women are women and have already introduced self-ID into their services. These include Cambridge, Manchester, Norwich, Hackney, and of course Bristol, where recently 10 Green councillors marched out of a council meeting after residents asked about the rights of women. I'm involved in work to find out what local authorities are doing in response to the Supreme Court judgment, and what I've seen doesn't fill me with any confidence. Of 317 English councils, half are waiting for guidance before they do anything. So there's no policy review, no training review, even though the law is the law and any guidance does not change that. A quarter of these councils have sent out staff communications. Only a handful of these say anything at all about sex-based rights and women. The majority of the staff communications focus on inclusivity. Seeing this ruling as just about trans people, no mention of woman, lesbian, or female. Council staff communication was full of how upsetting and distressing this judgment was, how much anxiety and pain it's causing, and just how complex it all is. One council, Essex County Council, quote, "There's no urgent action for us to take in response to this decision, i.e. the law. We need to act thoughtfully and calmly in a way in which keeps everyone safe. We don't need to change guidance on use of facilities in the short term. The guidance does not make anything we do obviously illegal, though it may increase litigation risk in some cases." They've said this out loud. The council is happy to live with increased risk, and the risk is us, to us, with the protected characteristic of sex and our gender critical beliefs. Another council, Stroud, say, "We do not underestimate the difficulty of this situation and want to make it clear to trans, intersex, non-binary staff and residents whose lives have been thrown into uncertainty that this council is committed to ensuring everyone feels safe."
Fuck off.
So there's no apology. There's no recognition that the rights of women may have been compromised. It's almost like we don't matter. I've worked in large organisations, so I know the effort that it takes drafting this type of communication. There will have been a number of very, very highly paid staff that have pored over every word of that communication. These staff council communications tell me that councils will have to be dragged kicking and screaming to follow the law and provide female-only services. So this is a call to action for you. We cannot let up the pressure on our councils. Write to your councillors, find out who the chief exec is, who the leader is, and make sure that they know that you know the law and you demand they follow it.
Our penultimate speaker is still Tish. Tish has been in this fight for 10 years to save her son from medicalisation and to defend single-sex spaces for women and girls. Please welcome Tish.
Can you hear me?
Nice and close.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nice and loud.
I've been invited here to centre my penis in this fight for women's rights. My son's penis. He came out as trans after coming out as gay. We suspected he might turn out gay as a little boy. He could have turned out to be a heterosexual man who liked theatre. But we always decided that what we do is we just say things like, when you get a girlfriend when you grow up, or a boyfriend, just a single, it was fine, but not to foreclose his options, because he could have been a heterosexual man who liked the theatre. Anyway, he started having real trouble at school. He'd always been bullied. He was called a faggot, gay, bullied, right from being a little boy. So when we went to the school to deal with his absences, I made it very clear. I was quite happy for him to be allowed not to use the male toilets because that's where his homophobic bullying took place. But under no circumstances was I happy for him to invade the female girls' spaces, because I remember growing up as a little girl, and you're absolutely mortified, even with other girls, when you're on your period, when you're dealing with things. So the school, bear in mind it was 10 years ago, and I had absolutely no doubt in my mind I did not want him invading girls' spaces. And to give him his due, my son never asked. So that's how we accommodated it. Similarly with sport, they let him not be the chunky guy that was picked last for football. He was allowed to just go and walk around the school field. So they handled it with common sense. It can be done. And to my knowledge, well, all the time that he was living with me, he never used female spaces. And in fact, I do remember one time that I'd gone to the cinema with him, and he didn't want to be seen with his mum. He was 16 or 15. So he always used to go out of that cinema and wait for me outside. But this particular day, I was going to the ladies' toilets, and there was a man standing outside that toilet.
and I clocked him immediately because there was no earthly reason for him to be there. So again, I was hyper-vigilant. And when I came out, my son was standing opposite with his arms folded, staring at that man. Now, I'm his mum. I think he's lovely. I would say that because I'm his mum. I think I'm right, but you let my son in and you've got to let every other man in. So single-sex spaces, female only. And they can be accommodated. My son never came to any harm. Now, I've spoken about my son, but I also want to speak about the fact that I'm a woman with 5 sisters, one of whom is no longer with us. And when I look at Clare's statistics of sexual offences, those statistics are written on the bodies of my sisters. And I will only talk about one because she's no longer with us. When I was little, she was 5 years older than me, and the police came round to our house, and there'd been something that had gone on her way to school. I never got the details of it because I was only little. But my sister struggled with gross morbid obesity all her life. She was terrified of men, absolutely terrified. Even a man would speak to her, and if she didn't know who he is, she would have a physical, visceral reaction. And for my sister, single-sex spaces matter, but I also want to say something else. You should not have to have a history of sexual abuse or rape to have single-sex spaces. So, speaking for myself, I went to the Everyman Cinema, aptly named, in Leeds. And because I've not done my bladder exercises as by Gussie Grips, and because I've got multiple sclerosis, that's my other excuse, I needed to go and use the toilet during the film, which meant it was quite far away and there was nobody else walking. But as I was walking there, a man was walking in front of me, and they were unisex toilets, floor to ceiling, lockable with a cubicle and a sink in. And I see some women saying those are acceptable. I don't think they are. No. This man looked back at me and all he did was smirk. And there was absolutely no way was I going in those facilities then. And I never went back to that cinema. And it's not like I've got a history of trauma. I've been very fortunate in that, but I just knew that I couldn't go in there. So it's about time. The Supreme Court has spoken. It's very clear. You're not helping boys like my son because you're painting a target on his back, because women will be very angry. He's gay, he's confused, he's been groomed, he's been manipulated. And these boys are not being helped by being lied to by the medical profession. So anybody that follows me on Twitter, you will know that he has got now nearly a 7 times increase of multiple sclerosis because of these drugs and whatever genetic predisposition he has from me. And the prognosis for males who get multiple sclerosis is much worse than for females. So I'm pretty unscathed. So thank you to Biology Imagine and all the doctors that are standing against this. I haven't been to my doctors in 10 years, but I stay registered with them so that I can send them research in the hope that they are shamed for what they are doing for the healthy bodies of gay boys like my son. Thank you.
And nobody will be able to get in. They can push you in and break you there. Don't use them. Resist them.
Our final speaker today is Tracy Edwards. Round the world sailor and women's rights activist. Please welcome Tracy.
I might need the top step as well, but I can't even speak. Shall I chance it? I'm used to climbing masts and all sorts. I've been told to make this short and sweet because apparently you all want to go to the pub. I think all of us have always thought that sport would be the thing that would crack the nut. You know, we see big male bodies next to small female bodies in sport. And it's so obvious, it's so visual, it's so visceral. And we all thought this is going to be the thing. Sports, we're going to lead the way. Sports is going to lead the way. We're going to sort this mess out. And you know, we have had a few successes. I haven't even been at the bottle yet. But when I watched 2 men beat the living daylights out of 2 women in the Olympics in 2024, I knew we were in real trouble when the world cheered it on. And anyone who pointed out that they were men was threatened, abused. I just couldn't believe it. We have had our successes. Sports who did the right thing before the Supreme Court ruling, like rugby, love my rugby, and those who've done the right thing since. But even though sports governing bodies may adhere to the law, there are still clubs within the sports that don't, that completely ignore the sports governing body's adherence to the law. British rowing complied with the law ages ago. But it's only just in the last few days that Cambridge University rowing was dragged kicking and screaming. But the men were kicking and screaming. They're on the men's teams. What are they worried about? But they didn't want women to ban men from women's rowing. They now have voted narrowly to allow women to have their rowing back, which is very nice of them, I think. Sport is played with the physical bodies of men and women. It is not played with feelings. And as much as I would love to be inclusive and take everyone on board Maiden, you know, it's just not possible. It's a very small boat. We can't be inclusive in sport because sport is about safety and fairness. I can't self-identify into the under-16s boys football team. There are currently 34 sports in England alone who are flouting the law. It's so depressing to watch how easy it was to strip away the rights that women have spent the last 100 years fighting for. How easy it was. Where were the studies done? All the studies they're doing now because men are offended and men can't get into women's sports. All the studies that are being done there. Where were those studies when we were being thrown out of our own sports? Why are sports governing bodies so dismissive of women's rights? Why are they so dismissive of our rights to fair and safe sports? Why do they find it so easy to throw our rights away? No one is saying that trans people cannot play sport. We are simply saying that everyone must compete in the category to which their body belongs. Yes. The feisty Sharon Davis, she's even more feisty than I am. It's scary. The two of us together, we're like little and large. She's about 6 foot tall. Sharon Davis and I are currently working on an initiative. We are going to start tackling sports governing bodies. We are going to start holding some feet to some fires. Yay! We're going to start talking to insurance companies who may not know that they're just about to be liable for a lot of lawsuits. And what is it going to take for sports to realise? Is it going to be a woman with a broken neck? Is it going to be an injury? Is it going to be a death? So we're going to start pointing these things out to sports governing bodies. We're going to start getting a little bit legal. Ridiculous that women have to get legal to have our rights back. We'll be launching that soon. There will be resources online. What we want to do is provide you with the methods and the resources that you can start tackling sports governing bodies. Sharon gets hundreds of emails and letters all the time from mums who don't want boys in their daughters' school sports teams. They've had enough.
Yay.
So, Keir Starmer,
Do your job.
do your job. Do your job. We've had enough. This is the hill that I will die on. The law is the law. Women want our stuff back. Now you can go to the pub.
Ruth, can you make a way forward? Could Ruth make a way forward, please, for the sing-song?
Has everybody got the anthem? Women's rights anthem, anybody?
Okay, so for women's rights then.
Yeah, it's over there. It's
We stand together side by side, we will defend our rights. We stand together side by side, we'll not give up this fight. For women's rights are human rights, we won't let you forget. For women's rights are human rights, this isn't over yet. Politicians and their friends may think we can be crowned. Our minds and bodies will defend, our now will ring out loud. For women's rights are human rights, we won't let you forget. For women's rights are human rights, this isn't over yet. So give us a hand in sisterhood, our sex won't be denied. For dignity, reality, we are standing side by side.
Finish!
For women's rights are human rights, we won't let you forget. For women's rights are human rights, this isn't over yet. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you very much to the police for keeping us safe today.
Yay!
See you in the pub, guys.
Whoa.
This is so much nice. Honestly, it's so beautiful. They stole this song though and put it out last night. Oh, that doesn't surprise me that they've seen it. How brilliant is that?
It's always great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially with the Parliament and stuff right behind it. Yeah. Like suffragettes and all.
Yes. So were you live streaming?
I was, yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
I keep on missing you. I haven't seen you for some time.
I know, I'm here. Hello. Wow, what? I broke my wrist a little while ago, but it's getting better.
no.
I
keep telling you, put more water in it. How many times? How many times?
Oh.
I saw you doing the good stuff down the front there. So you were recording all this.
Yeah, well, It's live streamed, but I didn't re-publicise it. I've told a few friends, but basically I've got a recording of it, so yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Then you turn it. I'll let you get on. I might see you in the pub.
I saw you were recording it.
Yeah.
Is that going up? Where are you putting it?
Well, at the moment it's on. Hopefully, I've got to check it's on work.
Is that live?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was live streaming it. Yeah.
Where did you stream it?
I'm sending it. It's a group called Object. Object. Yeah. So I'm going to look now and check it went up. If you look on YouTube, on the channel, it's Object UK.
Object UK.
Yeah, and it should be there. I'm going to cancel it now, so it should. Oh fuck! Got a little bit of ego. Oh fuck!